making shrewd business moves, shrewd in judgment too, shrewd market in a stew. Don't ever get me chopped and screwed. You can't lose. Our podcast definitely shrewd each and every week.
So how you doing? So all right, let's Letitia Dudley, right?
Yes, aka Tasha T Money. And we have if I ever got you some money, T Money. Yes.
Letitia Dudley, aka
Tasha T Money.
If I ever got you some money, you're gonna call me T Money. You know what I mean?
Look
Yes.
I like that. You gotta flip that when we come back into it. Hell, that's the intro right there.
Yes.
That's hard.
Yes.
AKA Tasha T Money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like
Getting
that.
to it.
And I like to give people fun, and I like to give people. Everybody like the bag, right?
Yeah.
Listen.
Everybody was back.
My ultimate goal is to become the bank. You know?
That's I think that's mine.
Ultimate goal. That's all through a life insurance policy. That's easy.
Yeah.
It's attainable. We ourselves don't realize that
we
it's
got
attainable.
so much to talk about here. Because I was on that whole wave, and I've been telling everybody that whole life insurance stuff. So I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to figure out how to get that so I can get that.
A whole policy. A whole policy.
So, oh man. So, hey, we gonna talk after this again because was that yesterday?
Yeah, that we was at
So
the
we
office.
was just together yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
And she showed me her facility and the podcast studio she got, and then her office spaces. It's like 3 different office spaces and her podcast space. So, and then she got parking, which was weird as hell out there. Because I'm like, man, all I see is these meters everywhere. I'm like, God damn.
I'm like, no, go right in the
She's like,
parking
right
lot.
over here. I'm like, oh.
And it's free, yeah.
And it's free.
That
It is for the
matters.
free. Go ahead.
My last 2 events, I came out here. I got tickets in the mail.
Oh yeah, that's down here you do get tickets. And the PPA don't play.
They don't play no
Yeah,
games.
I
don't
do
play.
all the time. Like, there's another
They don't play.
$37.
Is that even lawful? Is that even lawful though?
What
they be doing?
Nah, I
It
don't know.
don't make
know.
no damn sense.
They
don't
text
know.
us like crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta find a way to text them back.
Yeah, that's the thing. We gotta find the way to get our own money back.
That
Everything is
loophole, that
double and
black and
triple
white.
check. Yeah.
That black. Cause you know it does. A $25 ticket can go to $100.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
be late.
Yep.
Yeah,
They all add
I'm,
on damn fees and
I
stuff.
probably
on
should have said this on camera, but I'm finding a $96 ticket right now. It was started off to be $25. My problem is how did it raise up?
You good right now. We
Yeah,
gonna post this part.
That's why I'm like, hold on, how did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get
Well,
here?
shoot, we might as well bring it in then. Welcome to the Shrewd Operators podcast, man. I'm one of the hosts. I'm T.
Your boy Ron, MLO Ron.
And I'm Sal.
Hey.
Today's episode is gonna be a good one.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you want to introduce
Oh,
yourself?
I'm sorry. I was going to introduce you.
Oh, you know what? Letitia, I'm gonna let Ron do the rest. Go ahead.
Listen, tell me your name.
Go ahead.
So that
Tasha, aka If I Ever Got You Money, T Money.
I know that's
Thank
right.
you.
Hey.
Yeah, talk that. Talk that.
You know who you are.
Our special guest is an entrepreneur, an accounting professional, and the founder of TNT Tax Professionals. But what makes her story so interesting, it isn't just the success, it's the journey. She didn't just wake up in finance. She started in the real world, running a salon, learning business the hard way, making the kind of mistakes most entrepreneurs don't talk about, and then doubling back to master the financial side of the game. Now she helps business owners not only stay compliant, but actually build something sustainable. And beyond that, she's training the next generation of tax professionals and teaching financial literacy in communities that need it most. So today we're talking about money, mistakes, taxes, growth, and the difference between looking successful and actually being financially solid. Letitia, welcome to Shrewd Operators.
Glad to be here.
love
Glad
it.
to be here.
I love it.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, so how'd you get started in the tax world?
So I had some altercations with the law. You know, like everybody has a past. I do have a past, and it's crazy because when I decided I wanted to stop my past, I had this money, and I said, let me go open up a kitchen, and I stumbled upon a storefront, and the guy was like, you can't put ovens in here. How about making it a salon? I'm like, Okay. I just always wanted to be a business owner. Entrepreneur. I'm like, okay. So I made this salon. And I started off, I knew nothing. I understood business. I knew how to make money. That's something I always knew how to do.
Right.
So I started off buying high-end products, champagne, the best. And I still was in the working field. I had a job. And I got fired because they found out about my background. So I had to go hard in my salon. But then I realized my mistake was not paying attention to the cash flow.
Right.
I was spending more than I was making, you know what I mean? And again, when you have a business, it's important to know that business and operate every step from the ground to the top.
Yeah.
My problem is I didn't do hair.
Right.
So I was going to go to hair school. My thing is, I always wanted to be at the top. I was going to go to hair school to be a teacher so I could teach people, be a teacher, cosmetologist, give people their cosmetologist license. So it took too long. And I'm like, here's just what I really wanted to do. It really wasn't. I had to depend on other people, other stylists to get my money. So it didn't work. I tried to hold on for at least about 3-4 years.
Right.
It didn't work out. I'm like, all right, well, I went to real estate school.
Right. Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to real estate school. Let me try to be a, so now the thing was do real estate. I would fix people credit, and in return, they would buy a house off me.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, that works. So I became a notary, and I was like, all right, I'm doing a property management company. So I went to Shillington Craft. I graduated. I just didn't go take my state boards. Then there was an incident where I got locked up. It was a federal FBI had locked me up. It was in the papers. So I came out and I was like, oh, I got to find something different to do. Then I went to school for taxes.
Okay.
Like I said, I did a lot, but never gave up. Never gave up. So I went to school for taxes. I went to H&R Block. This was back in 2009.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do taxes. Like, it's all like financial. I like money, so let me give it a try. So now I'm going to school for taxes. I'm doing taxes. But the way I was doing taxes, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't understand the law part. So I'm just processing taxes, and it was making me money. I'm like, oh, this thing is some money here, because one thing I knew is I understood black and white and how to make it work for people.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, just getting some money. The next thing, they would have their aunt come, then their aunt kids would come, and then their cousin would come, then their friends would come. So I had all these people in my house, and I literally was coming downstairs processing all these tax returns. I'm like, I can't keep doing this, coming down the stairs in onesie, processing tax returns. I can't keep doing this. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some office space. I wound up getting office space, going to WeWork, getting office space. So now I have this office space. Now I have this tax software. Now I don't have to worry about people giving me their money. I have a deal with a bank product that gives me my money. So that was even better. Right. So I'm like, okay, I like this. So I was just processing taxes. I would bring like my son-in-law or had them come with me to work today to help me. I'll pay you for the day. Like it was a shared work. It was a shared work area. So we would be outside and like in the lobby working, but they had setups for it wasn't a private office yet. Now I'm processing taxes. Then I was like, okay, let me get a private office. So then I'm still going to the office. When tax season was over, I'm still going to the office. I'm like, let me learn how to do LLCs. Right. You know what I mean? Let me learn how to. So I'm going to the office, just studying, just doing regular paperwork for people. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Like, but I was just trying to build towards, what else can I do to get money besides tax season? So then I learned how to do LLCs, business formations. Then I'm always just like very curious. I'm always looking for ways like, it just can't be hard. Right. Just can't be hard. Right. I'm one of those things, there's nothing I can't do.
Right.
Somebody came into my office today and said, I need to trust. You know what? I will do my due diligence, and I'll say. You know what I mean? It's like it's really nothing you can't do. You just have to understand the logistics and the black and white in it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'll call around to everybody, a lawyer, everybody, and just find out what is it that we need to do to process this.
Yeah.
So like I said, so once that, then I wound up meeting this lady, and she had a home health care business.
Okay. So
we wound up partnering up. I started off as an accountant.
Okay.
And then because I'm just more all around, I'm just not just there. I evaluate the whole situation and figure out how to make it better. Yeah. So I wound up bringing the business to 1.3 mil.
Okay.
Ooh. She brought me on as a partner. So now we run it. Now my tax business is kind of like, I still was doing my accounting, but not much into it. I was more into the home health care company.
Right.
Growing it, trying to add more services, trying to add medical and things of that nature. I realized this business is money coming in, but your payroll is like $500,000 a month. So it's money going out. So I'm like, this is not money. So let me figure out a way to grow this. And the partner, I think, too, before you partner up in business with someone, you just need to know that y'all compatible, that y'all both on the same wave. Because, again, you know, if their mind is one way, yours is the other, it's never going to come together. It's going to go like this.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's never going to grow.
That's
so
absolutely true.
that was the problem with that. So it didn't work. So we departed our ways, and I poured back into my tax business.
Okay.
So now I pour back into my tax. Now I'm adding more services. Now we do everything. So I'm a one-stop shop for any small businesses. I do funding. I do brokerage. I broker loans. I deal with hard money lenders. I deal with banks. Banks bring us up. They bring us up lunch. They take us out to eat. They love us. I deal with mortgage brokers. They love me. They're like, oh, I love when I see you call. It's like literally, it's like they love it. I love when I see you call. So it's like I build these relationships and build a network. And too, even with my clients, I try to build a network where they utilize each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
You go within the network, make it make sense.
Right,
Because I believe one thing I could do is close the deal. I promise you that. I'm the deal on the table, watch me close it. Business 101. You make it work for both parties.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you won't get it out. Oh, you know what? I left my college spread out. So when I started going to college was when I was doing taxes.
Okay.
That's when I went to college for accounting and business management. That's where my business really started to blossom.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That was before the home health care company, but that's when it really started to blossom. I started to understand time management, critical thinking, what a business really needs, the cash flow. You know what I mean? That's important that a lot of people don't pay attention to, how your money flowing through your business. So I understood all the logistics on how to make the business, keep the oil in the business.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how to generate money.
And we need you to break that down today a little bit for our viewers and hell us, because I was just at your office trying to get some gems on.
Yes.
You know, and you're a strategist, so you help.
That's what it is, yeah.
You help entrepreneurs strategize on ways to better their companies, to find grants and loans, and you help close them too. So
Yes, I do.
You're like a true piece to have.
Yes.
So blessings for you.
Yes, thank you. So the thing is, like you said, you have to strategize and you have to start off with your money. So when so you think about what lenders do. Lenders give you money. Think about if you was to give someone some money, you're not going to give them money knowing you can't get paid back.
Right.
First, you want to secure your payment. You know, being able to know that the client can pay you back.
Right.
So therefore, if you know you're going to looking for funding, you want to make sure that your numbers are strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if lenders look at certain things. They look at debt to income ratio. They look at your cost of goods rates. Okay. Every industry has a rate for cost of goods.
Right.
So for the restaurant industry, the cost of good rate is about 25%. So which means your cost of goods is the things you need to buy to make money off of.
Right.
So cost of goods for a restaurant would be your food, your beverages, and things of that nature. Right. So they want to make sure you're not spending 50% of your profit on that stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it's important to make sure that whatever your supplies are, that you staying within a rate.
I got a question, because you kind of said this earlier. How do they learn to not overspend early on in their business? Because spending is necessary, but some people, like you said earlier, they overspend. So you're only bringing in $5,000, but you done credited and spent $10,000, and now your business is actually in debt.
Is to pay attention to those books. Pay attention to your cash flow. That's going to tell you everything you need to know. That's why when a lender, when they want to know about your business, first thing they look at is your financial records.
Yes.
That tells you everything you need to know about the business. If the business is successful, if the business is ran right, that tells you everything. Not your paperwork, but those financial records.
Right.
That's why it's important for QuickBooks, whatever accounting. You know what I mean? It's important to keep record of your money coming in and going out and label it. Like what is it?
Right. That's real.
Got you.
When do you think
go
it's
ahead, bro.
appropriate to take risks, like a credit line or?
Well, I think that it's always appropriate to take a risk, because without a risk, no gain.
Absolutely.
So when do you know when you need cash? Like money, like a line of credit is always good because a line of credit is something that you only pay what you use.
Right.
It's better than a loan. I would advise any small business that's starting off to do a line of credit. That's important.
I love it.
And you know, you wanted that PG too is important too.
Yeah.
Like you may start off low. Like I know I deal with some bankers that, you know, our clients, they might come in and need some money. Start off with like a $10,000 line of credit. You know what I mean? And I show you how to work that to show, because sometimes everything is a system.
Yeah.
It's about you tricking the system. You know what I mean? Just like with your credit card bills. You pay twice in one billing cycle. You trick the system and make it seem like you're paying more than once.
Right.
But you're paying the same balance, but you're splitting it up. You're paying it twice. Yeah, exactly. So if your balance is $50, you're paying $25 on your statement opening date and $25 on your due date.
Are you telling me that's what we should be doing?
Yes, exactly. If you want to
it.
boost up your credit, yes, that's what you should do.
See, you just
That's what you should do. That right there is
Yeah,
you should do.
Dropping gems.
That's important. Yes, it's all about, you know, and you're tricking the and always stay on time.
Yeah.
Because the late payments could kill you.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have to come to me, and I'm going to have to get rid of it. And I'm going to have to charge you.
Yeah. So you touched on networking. Now, I'm big on networking.
Yes.
You know, they all say your net worth is as big as your network.
Your net worth
So-
is your net worth.
Right. So go ahead. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so far as when I say networking, like you network with what makes sense to you. Because I'm in the financial field, I know when I see a banker, I latch on to them, just like they may latch on to me.
Yeah.
But I show them that I'm a asset. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that I know how to do those financial records, and I know the way they like it to look.
Okay.
So a lot of them will deal with me because they like with a lot of them. I have some lenders that will only deal with my accountant clients because of the way I keep their books.
Right.
Like they be
okay.
like, one client went after a loan. I think it was like we had a meal on the table, and he told him to get my services for accounting and then come back and then they could revisit it.
wow.
He was like, "Yeah, Letitia, I told him that he should sign up with your services, and maybe we can still go over his books and look at it. You know, once he in a couple of months with you or a year."
Got you.
But so that's what they so again, networking again, you want to network with what makes sense for you.
sense,
You know what I mean? And even with like I may have stuff at the office, like so I also like to enlighten my clients because if I don't teach you, then you're gonna love. I would like to make an impact on people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people won't remember you, but I want to make an impact so people can always remember me.
Right.
So I try to teach, you know, my clients. So I may have a networking event where I may have a banker. I'm actually having one coming up. We're going to talk about mortgages. I'm having a mortgage broker there. I'm going to have a banker there. You know what I mean? And I'm having a real estate agent. So now this is education for people that want to, for home buyers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just had one maybe a few months ago for generational wealth. I had a financial advisor with the policies there.
that's
I had my
great.
banker there.
Right.
I had one of the bankers there. I deal with several banks. And they come into the office and drop off little goodies. And I deal with them. So I have all them come in and explain. And I talk about the tax aspect of everything.
Absolutely.
And they talk about their piece. So
Okay.
yeah, I will be inviting you guys. I would
Yeah,
we'll be there.
I definitely will.
I want to get next to bankers too. Hey,
I definitely will be inviting you. Anytime anytime I could make a phone call and send you to a bridge or one of somebody that I know.
gotcha.
They will take care of you.
So you mentioned generational wealth.
Yes.
What does that look like in practice?
So generational wealth, what it is, so they say to be wealthy, you need several streams of income. When I say several streams of income, passive income, that could be from stocks, you know what I mean? Insurance policies, that's also passive income. And then whatever, like with my business, and I also have properties that I'm looking to turn into veterans home and group homes. Okay. So just like different, because if I only had one stream, if I only did taxes, I would never be busy. I'm busy 365 days of the year. I guarantee you come in my office November, I'm busy.
Right.
And people still get taxes done, but as other stuff I do too. So again, you need different generational income is different streams of income and working on income for the future.
Okay.
Income, so that's more like passive income.
Right.
You know what I mean? Generation like life insurance policies, stocks and bonds. Is another I wanted to get into. Where they do the what is it? The trade, not the trade lines, but the exchange, the stocks. Stocks trading. Stock trading.
Right, okay.
Like
okay.
Yeah,
like
day trading. That's my next ultimate goal. Give me like about a year and a half. That's my next ultimate goal to get into day trading. I just got a lot of other things going I need to get off my plate, but
It's
stuff
fun.
like that. You know, do it.
It's fun. Yeah, it's It's tough though.
I know.
It's
I
rough.
love
It's
stuff.
rough.
I love a challenge. What's the game without a risk? You know what I
That's
mean?
very true. That's very true.
So I'll jump off the bridge in a minute.
So I know you're big in the tax field. So you know a lot of hacks, I'm guessing.
It's not hacks. It's just like
Loopholes.
Loopholes.
Yeah.
Understand the tax law. You know what I
Right.
mean? A lot of people don't understand that certain credits that you may qualify for, even like we're artists, creative development people, certain credits that you qualify for. There's a credit that you qualify for where you can write off your meals, you can write off your transportation,
Right.
you can write off even your car. You know what I mean? Depreciation. Like so where. I use this thing I do for lenders, right? Where my clients, I have to do a lot of clients for property or assets. If you have assets, so you want to report income because the problem is everybody do write-offs.
Yeah.
If you made $250,000 and you shouldn't even be on a Schedule C, but you'll see this. But everybody want to write off because you're going to owe the IRS a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
So you write it off, but if you use depreciation and on your assets, which meaning that you take the cost of your house and you subtract that from your AGI, it brings your balance, your liability down.
Right.
But lenders can put that balance back into your AGI, which brings it back up for your lending purposes.
Okay.
A lot of
See,
people
little
don't.
loophole.
Gotcha.
I'll talk about.
This is a couple of us. Another one, even where people don't realize that, people do side jobs. Like, I'm quite sure, like, if you guys have a 9 to 5, y'all do podcasting as a side job. If y'all receive any streams of income through it, you can claim that. I mean, it doesn't have to be reported to the IRS. You can claim that on Schedule C, and still get funding off of that.
Wow.
I mean, because you're going to claim depreciation on that car. I mean, because this is the point now, you got to remember, what I ask my clients first before I do their taxes, is there anything you plan on doing the next 2 years? Do you plan on buying a car or a house? Because that's important to know.
Right.
Because I don't want to do a bunch of write-offs and you plan on buying a home and I done got you back a couple of thousand, but your AGI look like 6,000.
Right.
That means it looked like you only made 6,000 for the year.
Right.
So what are you going to buy? Good luck with that. So I like to know, because my whole thing is like when a person comes to my office, I want to help you build. I don't want to go against what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're here so we can build. We become a team.
Right.
Yeah.
I call the plays and you run them.
Now, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
So, what's the craziest thing somebody tried to write off?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, actually, somebody tried to write off a car without no Schedule C.
Oh, okay.
And that wasn't even them. That was their other tax preparer. It's crazy. I just did a return the other day. And I said, she like, yeah, my tax preparer claimed my business. This person is W-2. She don't really even.
Yeah.
They only need to claim your business if you need to, right? Sometimes you don't always need to.
Right.
So she like, and I'm looking at her return that her preparer did. I'm like, well, how much did you tell? He said, yeah. She said, yeah, I told him my business ain't make nothing. So what are you reporting on the Schedule C? Nothing. You're just reporting depreciation and expenses. The object is to report income, and then you report expenses. So that was crazy to me. That right there.
I thought you were gonna say
I
like
guess
a
it's inside
side
tech.
chick.
Well, one time I did have a client call, and I wish I think
trying to
I
write her
still had
off?
his whisper. He said, I want to move my house on the wheels. And I know you do everything, so I know you can help me. I swear to God. They thinking I had another lady call. Yeah, I was just calling because I wanted to come in and I wanted to know if I can shadow you or hold your coffee and just to learn. That was scary. No, you can't. No, thank you. There's a lot of sensitive information in here. We ain't do no background check for you.
Yeah.
So, as far as tax write-offs, so they can also, I'm asking, say if they put a 401k under their own business, how much could they write off on themselves as their own employee?
So the 401k you can only write off if you have, so it only becomes a credit when you offer it to your employees.
Okay.
That becomes a credit on the business end.
Okay.
And that's on a business return, like 1120, 1120S, a 1065, or
Okay.
that's like a corporation, a C Corp, or a partnership return.
Okay.
Not a 1040. So you have different returns. You have a 1040, which is for people with LLCs.
Right.
They have this thing. They say if you're an LLC, you're not making any money.
They
If your
did say
business-
that.
If your business makes over 50,000, you should not be an LLC. Because you can't claim none of that money without owing.
Right.
So the object is to become an S Corp, where you can report up to $500,000. You put yourself on payroll. Once you put yourself on payroll, so even if your business can't afford to pay that, you pay yourself $600 biweekly. Excuse me. And even if your business can't afford to pay that, we pay taxes on that $600. You can put it back into the business account, but you're paying taxes on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, because when you're an S corp, you have a Schedule K that comes over to your personal, and you don't want to bring too many. That's why they say your S corp should have your S corp should have a holding LLC under it. So it should be an umbrella for the LLC. Right. And the reason why they say that is because when you bring that Schedule K over, so suppose your business made $250,000, right, and your write-offs was maybe like only $125,000, right? You still have that remaining balance coming over on your Schedule K that you got to take to your personal return. So if you have an LLC, that ShelterNet, their LLC can write off everything on the Schedule K. And then you could claim that if you're on payroll, then you could claim that W-2 on your personal. So it will balance it out so you're not owing. Because if I bring $125,000 over on your 1040, you're going to be taxed by the IRS at least about $10,000. But if you have an LLC to put on a Schedule C, let me know if I'm going too much.
No, you're good.
You are good.
Talk
So if you have an LLC to bring that Schedule K off over to, you could do write-offs. And now we want to do depreciation too.
Right.
On that car.
No, you dropping hella gems.
So under the S corp, you can add as the umbrella. You can add multiple LLCs under the umbrella.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I would suggest one. You know what I mean? You don't really. But LLC, it's good. So a lot of people have businesses like they maybe say you started LLC and you started a while ago, and you didn't never used it. You keep that because so what people use that for funding.
Right.
That's what you call shell company.
Yeah.
Or some people sell it. It's called shell companies. So that because now it is so in order to get funded, you have to have 2 years. Your business has to be open for 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
With taxes.
Yeah, with taxes. Yeah, with taxes.
Y'all got to know that
And
part.
your taxes. And then I'm gonna give you another deal. So, say if you're looking to go buy a house for maybe like $300,000, you really want your AGR and your taxes to be $80,000 or more.
Okay.
That's gonna make you eligible. But you know what? Let me say. Again, so that's only if you don't have a car for like $50,000 on your credit, because income to debt to income ratio is important as well.
Right.
So yeah, you got
And people got to factor that in a lot of times because I don't think everybody do. Factor in the fact that you own a house already and you own a boat and you own a beach house and then you're going in there asking for something else.
But see, the difference is when you own it, it's an asset. Right. It's not a liability.
Oh, so it's when it's rented.
Or when you're still financing it.
Right.
That's when it's a liability. You know what I mean? So when you own stuff, you can use that as leverage still. Like I had a client that came in today. She wanted credit repair, but she's about to buy a house. So I put it onto my broker, and me and the broker gonna work together to get her the house, and I'm gonna fix her credit. But she called me and was like, I was thinking about buying a car. Well, how much? She like $55,000. The house she only want like $125,000, but I still didn't to suggest she do that because that's going to go against her. So now I will reach out to the broker tomorrow and just find out what she saw on her credit and she can afford to get that car for $55,000.
Yeah.
So it's always good to communicate with, you know what I mean, both parties. It's like parties. A team. I built a team.
Yeah.
I built a team to work, on your behalf.
Okay,
I like that.
And I built a team with the experts. We, again, because I'm the financial piece. Yeah. I'm the tax piece. So they love when I working with me. So they were like, oh yeah, I call them and I usually ask, what is the qualifications and what is it that you're looking for? And they tell me.
Right. And I will say the first thing you said, you asked a question. I'm not knocking anybody who's ever done my taxes before, but they've never asked me questions about what am I planning.
I pull stuff out of you.
Me neither.
That's how you get the money. That's how you find the money. I don't like to leave a crumb on the table. Wow. I say, so what you do this year? Yeah. They be like, I ain't really do much. I bought a car. Oh, you did? Right. You bought a car. Okay, well, tell me more about that car. You know what I mean? So I just ask. I put stuff in. When I find myself pulling stuff out of them, I find stuff that I can write off.
Yep.
I ain't asked no questions.
Because you're the taxpayer. You don't realize what you can write off and what you can't. Right. So you're thinking that you doing something, is something that could get you a credit. You're thinking, oh, it's nothing. But it is something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So have you ever had a client where you're like, yeah, they're getting audited?
I did an audit. Yeah, I did do an audit. Let me tell you this audit. It's crazy because the man said, me and him was going back and forth. He said, the man wound up he was owing the IRS a couple of mil. So I got it down to maybe like 2,500. I don't remember. But me and the man was going back and forth. He said, but I'm like, those mills he bought for, he said but he LLC. Well, he bought them for his contractors. That's still a business expense. Well, you can't, if it's a business expense, so I'm gonna go back and forth. I like to argue. They should have sent me to law school. I'm a rebuttal. I would go back and forth. This man was like, okay, Letitia, this is the IRS auditor. Yeah. He like, okay, Letitia, okay. And I was like, yes. That right there was my ticket.
Wow.
Yes. So, just me going back and forth.
So what's what do you think is the fastest way to build generational wealth?
The fastest way to build generational wealth is to build passive income.
Okay.
Life insurance policy, stocks, real estate investments. Because really, you look at generational income, they say that with us working now, we're not working for ourselves.
Right.
We're working right now, I'm working on income for my grandchildren's children.
Yes.
I mean, that's generational wealth. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to set up plays where it may not make money now, but later on down the line, it will be there for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I call generational wealth. Even with life insurance policies, I have one for all my grandchildren, and I don't look at it as being as death insurance. Right. I feel like I plan on being a billionaire. I'm gonna be able to pay for the funeral anyway. Right. That's just what I think. So I don't look at that. So I look at it like by the time my grandson gets 18, 25, he had 50,000 he could go pull from. And whatever it is he want to do, he can do it. He can pay himself back or he don't have to.
Right.
I mean, by the time my daughters are my age, they'd be set up for 250K. They won't have to do, this is what I'm doing around.
Right.
The only thing it is a fee you pay a month.
That's it.
Right.
It's a monthly bill.
That's it.
You know what I mean? For 50,000, I think I pay like 30 something. For 250, I pay 137. Like, it's a bill.
Right.
That's true.
I like that.
Yeah.
You have some people that's against, like some people pick term policies over whole, but why?
So term policy only lasts a certain amount of time.
Right.
Yeah. So and it doesn't accumulate cash value. So there's something called universal policies too.
Okay.
Now I heard about it and I've been doing research, but I never experienced a universal policy. But I did learn that it does build a cash value at a certain point too.
Right.
I actually had a client that came in and she had a universal and I had looked it up and said it does build. So you have to call your insurance company and find out what cash value it has.
Like they mature at a certain point.
Yeah. So I believe that. Don't mark me on this, but it sounds to me that it's a term policy mixed with a whole. And it's kind of cheaper.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's the
Because I think if you, don't quote me neither, but I did go to school for this. I just didn't take the test. But the term, when it expires, you can extend it.
Okay, that's
and
what
extending it. That's what you're adding. You can add one of those.
That's what the universal. Okay,
one of those policies onto it.
See, look, you just educated me a little.
Yeah. Well, I just was literally studying to take the test, and I paid to take the test, and then I opted for something else.
You can still go back and take the test. It ain't too late.
But I was like, man,
it's
do I
better
really
to have more than one thing underneath your belt?
You're right. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm always gonna push out my bed. No pressure.
We'll talk about it. We'll see.
No pressure. No pressure. But I just always love pushing like multiple streams of income because that's what it's about.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Multiple streams of income. I'm in the process of trying to do putting together a group home and a veteran home, house and homeless vets.
Okay.
So my reasoning behind the insurance, what I came out of it was I learned that that's how you truly build generational wealth. And if you do it correctly and you get the right policies and you get the right policies that you can borrow from it.
Yes.
It's not something that you're even taxed, and
It's just not taxed.
You can literally utilize it for whatever you need to do, and you don't have to pay it back, but you could. And what's the remainder when you pass is what will be taken. And then that you can actually use it towards so many other things, like you can barter. You can get a loan on your policy.
You can, You can.
Like collateral. My life insurance is policy is
collateral.
collateral,
Yeah.
because if I die, the bank knows that money that I borrowed
Yes.
can go from there. So
Yes.
that was another thing. I'm like, so if you just get the right policy, it's a lot of maneuvering you can
It
do
is.
in life.
It is.
That's
It
So
is.
that's kind of what I
It
took
makes
from. So
sense.
I like to learn stuff. I might not want
I
the job, but I like
you
to learn.
You need to go do that test. I see. Like you teaching me. Look. You teaching me. But yeah, that's exactly right. Yep.
So-
It actually is beneficial. It is. A lot of people don't look. Jews, when their babies are first born, first thing they do is get a life insurance policy.
Yeah.
Smart.
It is.
Gerber life.
Yeah,
Something
whole
like
life,
that.
yup. Whole life, but
Yeah,
see, a lot
something
of
like that.
us don't understand that. We don't understand. We think it's so unattainable to become our own bank. Cause like for years, I've been plotting on how to become my own bank.
Right.
Like for years, I'm on a board, and it's crazy because I was in the office a few years ago, and I'm on a board. Like, all right, so we come up, you need 100,000 to become your own bank. So you take these people, we all come up with 50,000. We send our money overseas, right?
Yeah. Time to draw it up, right?
Listen, I'm like
Literally.
locked in, like I'm a part.
Get some overseas
be a bank?
account. Because do y'all know the reason why people get offshore accounts?
Why?
Tax purposes?
It is tax purposes. You know what the tax purposes is?
I don't.
So
either.
over here, so your money is taxed at a certain percent.
Right.
So over here, when our money is taxed high, the wealthy send their money offshore.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not taxed as much.
Like to the Caymans, because when I went there, they told us that's the place to put your money.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, I wish I had the money to put it over here. They take my money in America before I get to ship it anywhere.
But there's also a thing called a trust. Y'all ever heard of a trust?
Trust? Yeah.
Yeah.
A revocable trust.
revocable,
So when
yeah.
you put your life insurance policies in your trust.
Yeah.
You put your businesses in your trust. I even put my children in my trust.
Yeah.
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 I own all this.
Yeah.
They say you should put everything under your
Yeah,
trust.
you should. So therefore, and make it revocable so you can change it when you want to.
Right.
And then if something happens to you, they already know where you're.
Yeah, because you know what's crazy? Because a lot of lawyers, and I had a client that come in, she wanted to do a trust. She said that the lawyer was telling her she should get a will. When I was trying to do my trust, I called the lawyer, I had a consultation with him. He told me, now mind you, I have a couple of properties and I have businesses. He told me I didn't have enough money for a trust.
Wow.
So understand that lawyers will convince you that a trust is not good. They're going to tell you get a will. Reason why? Because they make money when you get a will.
Right.
It works for them.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, don't listen to them. They're doing their job. They're there to make money.
Right.
So if you get a trust, that they have no inheritance taxes to fight for.
Yeah.
They have no job to do.
And with that, it also has different levels of assignments. So let's say a person passes away, your trust can be assigned to
It goes down
different,
to who you have,
right?
yes,
Whereas
yes,
though your
uh-huh.
will is written out,
And you don't have pay no taxes on it. Remember inheritance taxes. So when things are passed down, you have to pay inheritance taxes.
right. But if you just got a will and the will was written out and everything, let's say the person passes before and the rule was never adjusted, everything falls into a whole nother channel.
Yeah.
Where all your assets go because they have to now figure out where and who.
Exactly. If
where
you didn't
you
have
gotta
someone
trust,
written down for you,
it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it holds everything. It's like I look at it like a safe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you put
Yep.
all your important stuff and your money inside of a safe. That's what a trust is.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's super
and you
important.
can name your trust like a lot of people don't realize you name your trust. You make it an LLC. You name it. So like
Another gym.
your last name is Smith. Smith Investment. Smith Legacies.
Love it.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Did you?
But that's how you build your trust.
Okay.
You get an EIN number for it.
Oh wow.
You get an EIN number for it. You put it in your business name.
So tell me this: how important? Because I had a question for you yesterday. I'm asking you here. The DUN number. How? Because you got those people that's on the internet speaking about it, getting this, and then
Yeah.
you're able to. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
So the DUNS number, I mean, a lot of people focus on that for lending, but it's not really that important. Me dealing with lenders, that's not what they ask for. They don't ask for DUNS numbers.
Right.
They ask for your PG, which is your
Yeah,
personal
personal
credit.
credit, yeah.
And they ask for your financial statements. None of them even, I don't even know, they don't even look up your business credit because again, it's they PG in you. And they want to know your money, what your business finances look like.
Right.
Gotcha.
Profit and loss statements, business tax returns, personal tax returns. You know what I mean? So they don't really DUNS number, and you could get it. So you don't have to really create a DUNS number. You could actually net 30.
Yeah.
Like if you ever heard of Quill, what's that other company? right here on the tip of my tongue. Well, there's a couple of companies, even with Staples, some of them, you can net 30. So what you do is you
Amazon also.
Yeah, Amazon. Oh, I didn't know you could net 30.
You can net
Yeah.
that 15 and that 30.
Oh,
with
really?
Amazon, yeah.
So that's mean net 15 and net 30 mean you pay them back in 15 or 30 days. So you get your inventory, you get it off credit, off your EIN number, and you have 30 to 15 days to pay them back.
Yeah.
If it's a net 30, it's 30. If it's net 15, then 15 days. That right there creates you a Dutch number.
Yeah.
So do you want to go to the Dutch people and pay them, or you want to pay me to come in? I don't even create Dutch numbers. Sit the hell, let me create you a net 30 account. They gonna do it.
Wow.
Because you need to.
Yeah.
You're gonna build your credit.
Yeah,
anyway
you're gonna build
within
your
that
credit,
30.
and then
yeah.
they used to. It was some lenders I was dealing with. Maybe a few years ago. Now you also want to stay away from these lenders, everyday pay lenders. They are. You must have dealt with some people.
How about what you talking about?
Man, they the quickest ones to give you money. Yeah, because I actually was signed up with one, Ironwood. I was one of their brokers. So, but I'm like, I can't keep doing this to my client because this is ridiculous. I don't even want to play with them no more. I want to stick, but I'd rather deal with a hard money lender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before I deal with those kind of, where they take out your account every day.
Yeah.
So they may give you that. And they only give me like 15,000 or something like that, 15,000, and they take it 100 every day but the holidays and the weekends, okay?
Oh, man.
They're
taking it back fast.
And they charging you maybe like outrageous percent, 18%, 23%. Yeah, so you get 15,000, that 15,000 turns into like almost 20-something thousand.
Yeah. Goodness.
And then they take it out your account every day. And they're aggressive.
Yeah. So what you think about as far as people take out a lot of loans and don't know they don't really know what have a game plan for the loan.
And see, you're right. And that's important because if you take out, because remember, you got to pay this loan back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would only advise that if you take out a loan, make it to invest. You know what I mean? Before that, you have to take out a line of credit.
Right.
It makes more sense. You know what I mean? Because you take out a loan, even when you get funding. One time I got funding from 2 different places, but my plan was I paid one place back, and I knew what I was doing with this. It was to invest into another business, and have that pay that back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
this is what you want to. You know what I mean? You want to have to make sure that when you take that funding out, say if they want $4 a month, if you have to create a different stream of income to pay that $4 a month,
Right.
don't never take from what you're already making.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you take from what you're already making, you're just going to go in a hole just for a quick gratification.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you're going to wind up building more debt. You know what I mean? The thing is to stay away from debt.
Right.
So, what do you think the number one financial mistake most small business owners make?
They always want funding, and they do the wrong thing with funding.
Wrong thing with the money. I can contest to it. I can contest.
That's why I say a
Listen.
line of credit, because you're more disciplined with it.
Yeah.
When this is 10 years ago, we landed a small project and they paid us $20,000. And this was for a very small project we could do today for like $500. And instead of us taking that money and investing in us and getting the things we paid this
You was
person,
buying
paid
everybody
this
lunch.
person. And, yeah. And before you know it, it was like, for what we paid that dude, we could have bought the camera.
Right.
For
Yeah.
what we paid them people, we could have bought all that
Exactly.
equipment and we could have did it. And that's what we did the second go around. But that first go around was like,
Yes.
hindsight, we screwed that up.
After it's going, right?
that up.
After the
Yeah.
money going.
We just
like,
sitting
how
back
can I get
like-
it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I as a young people, you thinking
Yes.
you're doing the right thing, and I should have been investing the money.
Right.
Yes.
And I invested in people
And that-
who invested in their. So that's
that was yeah. And then too, I see a lot of small business owners make mistakes. They think as soon as you go into business, you're going to make money. That's not true.
no.
You have to give it like a couple of years
Yeah.
to even touch. You should even be touching the money. You know what I mean? And also, I see like people want to come in and get an LLC, and I got a business. No, it's not. I mean, it is a business, but the object we focus on the wrong thing.
Right.
We got to focus on generating money through the business because
Right.
that's what counts. The
Right.
money.
Yeah.
Not the LLC don't count without the money.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just a shack with nothing in here.
Yeah.
until you start generating income, then it counts. You know what I mean? Or we all want to get all these business licenses and BRT and net profit taxes, and you're not even making no money.
Right.
Soon as you get those license number, you go on a clock, they taxing you. So now you gotta file taxes, but you're not even making no money. And
Right.
now now you come to me to file your taxes. You're not making no money. Now you gotta pay me to file those taxes. And I'm just filing all zeros because you didn't make any money.
Right.
So before till my business started really generating money where I wanted it to, that's when I started applying for the state and the city licenses and things of that nature.
Got you.
Because now I was actually ready to pay it because I'm making money. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah.
But I learned that through my hair salon. I owed so many $1,000 through my hair salon just because I ain't filed taxes. I ain't know nothing about it. To me, I was such a dummy. To me, it helped me. He said, "Look, I'm just gonna close it out for you. Thank you."
So, real fast. So, what made you get into a hair salon business when you didn't do hair?
I was just trying.
Hustle.
I was trying to flip, so mind you. So I come from the streets, right? So I always had that hustle mentality. So I always say, the product changed, but not the game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was me changing the product.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that same mentality. So I put some girls in here. You know what I mean? Let's get this money. I'm like, this ain't money like I'm used to. This is, I don't know about this money. I ain't used to this one. This is too slow. Like, oh no. You should have seen me when we did when I tried to do the record label, Industries Entertainment.
Okay.
I had to go to clubs and pass out flyers. Like, where the money? Like, and then I had I had this engineer in the studio. He was giving me letting us use the studio till we got a distribution deal. And the artists, they would be arguing. Sometimes they come to the studio. I'm like, is we ever going to get money, or what am I doing this for? Like,
Spending money.
when I wasn't spending no money. I was smart. I remember I don't do nothing. I need a flip. I don't do nothing. I want network. I want finesse this whole thing. Okay. So, listen, one thing I told you, one thing I can do is close the deal. Okay. Look, you do these beats. I got these artists. You say they good.
Yeah.
Let's get some money. Help me get a distribution deal. I'm like, I don't even know how to get a distribution. I don't even know where to look. I just kept walking. Where's the distribution? What's
Where the
gonna come
money
next?
at?
Like, yeah, I'm tired of having this big picture in my head and I don't know motion how to get to it. I gotta do footwork. If I don't know the footwork, then I don't want to play no more. So it's,
How many artists did you have signed? Did you have any artists signed?
well, I don't know if they were signed, but they was going to the studio.
Okay.
I had 3. And you know, they was just, oh my God.
So before someone create an LLC, do you feel as though they should start the business beforehand and start generating income and then start the LLC?
So, yeah, I think they should. Like, I think they should have their feet somewhere in that business where they can touch the income.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because legally, you have to create your LLC first and then
Right.
create the money. But I think you need to have your some money's touched somewhere. Okay, it may not be right here, but it should be right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like a barber. Like, I think before a barber should say I got a shop, he should have some clients.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, really.
So
Exactly.
yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
You should at
Because
least get
it's
some skin in
it's how
where.
you want to pay to get your LLC set up the right way.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
You gonna try to take the cheat way, go to LegalZone. They gonna charge you.
Guilty.
Oh, was they charging you monthly? And you ain't even know why you was paying for a registered agent,
Yeah.
and you live in the state that you're registered
yeah.
agent, so you ain't even need a registered agent. But I can just say, you know.
I wish I had you a little bit ago.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I know. My client come here, I'm like, go to your app right now. Discontinue that right now. Cancel your subscription.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need them. You don't need a registered agent. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you live in Pennsylvania. What you need a registered agent for Pennsylvania for?
Right.
That's why. That's how they get you, because they getting you monthly, so they may only charge you like $250, $300 on the front end. They getting you monthly.
Yeah, I just paid mine up front.
Yeah,
Back when.
up
But
front. There you go.
I'm looking to open the umbrella. I'm ready to create because my company, Arlen Entertainment, is created, like you said, a C Corp.
Oh, so it is a.
It's already,
Good.
because we knew that we were going to umbrella
Good.
it. So now I'm ready to set up the umbrella. So I want to tap in.
Maybe
with
that's
you.
what your schools and maybe you could do a nonprofit for your school too.
That's what I would think.
We've been trying to do a nonprofit for expressions,
Nonprofits
authentic
But
expressions.
see, the thing about nonprofits too is that This is another jewel. When you open up your nonprofit, you can't get funded until after 2-3 years.
Right.
In nonprofit open, and then when you get funded, you get that micro funding first.
Right.
You only gonna get that $3,000 to $5,000.
I'm about to say break down micro funding because a lot of people don't know what micro funding
Yeah, that's like
actually
$3,000 to
is.
$5,000 that you could just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But is it true that you can partner with an existing
You can
to get better
more
funding?
Yes, if they're willing to do it.
if they're willing to do it? So, I
Yes,
mean, if
you
you have
can.
an existing that's been established and you're trying to establish yourself and you need funding, it's possible that if they're
Yeah.
willing to help you, that they can actually get on your ticket as like a partner.
But then how does that money go? You know what I mean?
I mean, if
so
they
then you gotta
believe in your
split that money.
business, they should just let you get the money. Hopefully.
Everybody wants something. Everybody wants
I have
something.
something for you to touch on. What a lot of people don't know exactly what it is. So we're doing it for the people. Corporations, shelf corporations. Can you elaborate on why it's important at times to buy a shelf corporation when you start in a business?
So a shelf corporation is just for funding
purposes,
because it has
yeah.
a cushion. It has a cushion and it's been open longer because again, as we discussed earlier, that your business has to be open for 2 years before you get funded.
Right.
So that's what shell corporations is.
Right.
I have a couple of them. You might need it.
Yeah.
I create LLCs and send them aside.
So what could we look forward to? Because I know you've been teaching. I know you've been down at Philadelphia Freeway School
Yes,
teaching.
Freedom Thinkers,
What were
yes.
you teaching down there for those?
Financial literacy and entrepreneur classes.
Oh, okay.
And I've also been teaching for the, I come in to for the Elevation Project.
Mm-hmm.
I go there and talk to them about financial literacy as well.
That's
I love that.
awesome.
So is financial literacy really the issue, or is it discipline?
I think financial literacy is it could be both, but I would say more of, because to be disciplined, you have to know what it is
Okay.
to be a disciplined on. So I would say a lot of people don't understand financial literacy. So I knew it's great. My Zakira, my 23-year-old, I told her a long time ago about a savings and a check-ins. So I was telling her that savings is just an emergency fund. It does not. It's not. People think a savings is this. Savings. Like, it's an emergency fund. It's like you always want. It's not accumulating any money. What the bank give you like 1 cent interest or something like that. When the
Yeah,
savings
that's
like
nothing good, yeah.
So it's not accumulating anything. You know what I mean? And eventually, you know, again, you have your savings and you have your everyday money, where something might go wrong, and you don't want to touch everyday money, so you're gonna have to touch your savings. It can't. Your savings can't sit there forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So your savings is an emergency fund. So now what she did was created her 3 savings. One, and that was just me at the age of 17, 18, just always in her head, teaching her. So now, because we went away on a trip this weekend, she's like, yeah, I have a savings for my vacation savings, emergency fund, and for me to buy a house. I'm like,
That's what I'm talking about.
and she wanted to move out, and I'm like, you know what? I refuse to let you move out and go pay somebody rent, okay? Girl, we getting you a duplex or triplex. Ellen, I need a mortgage.
Oh, wow.
So I'm glad you said that. You feel like someone's first property should be a multifamily.
Yes, investment property, absolutely. Because she wants this farm. And I'm
Okay.
trying to, she's 23, she's very picky, I'm trying to tell her, you're not just going to jump and get a farm.
Right.
Let me run this play and I'm going to get you some money. Like, So I'm telling her, so you get the duplex and you let that fund your single home.
Right.
So my 2 properties that I have, I paid with cash.
Okay.
I never had a mortgage.
Wow.
Now, my forever home, I'm going to have a mortgage. I'm going to do FHA.
Okay.
But I'm going to use those properties to fund it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want a movie theater. I want a pool. I want a basketball court. I want a lot.
All in your house.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to take from the income I make now and I'll be broke.
Right. Let your assets pay for your
Yeah, exactly.
liability.
So my thing, I will sit back and I will wait to the right time and I'll generate another. So that's what I'm doing with the group homes, generate another form of income to pay for my forever home.
Wow.
I love it.
I got to get on this wavelength because, like,
It's all about generating. And I just say, just always remember, something that you want to do, generate another form of income. And I'm good with brainstorming on how to, I pick people brain. What is it that you like to do?
Right.
What is it why don't you try doing this? You know what I mean? There's a lot of opportunities out there that we may not see because we so just stuck in our brain. But when you brainstorm with somebody else, you know what I mean? This is something I do naturally. You know,
Right.
I can pick in your brain what it is you like to do, and then find different sources of income that you can make.
Right, because everybody have the ability to make different
They
sources of
do.
income.
They
It's
do.
whether if they want to jump out and do it or not.
You have drop shipping, you have
Right.
hair, like it's all about you only get out of something what you put in.
Right,
You know what I
100%
mean?
agree.
And if you only put half in, you only gonna get
Half
results.
Right.
I mean, 'cause any project that I started, I put my all in. Even my tax, let's tell you about when I started my tax business. I was going to the office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I was paying somebody $10 an hour. I would go pick them up.
Yeah.
Okay. But I put my all into there. I was there every day, and
Yeah.
it just grew from there. You know what I mean?
Right,
absolutely.
Now, it's times I treat this like it's my 9 to 5. I worked for corporate, for a couple of years. I treat this like my 9 to 5. I go get up, go to work, come home, and I take my weekends off.
Okay.
And that's how you have to run your business.
Exactly.
Because if not, you're going to start to fall off because you get complacent.
Yes, it does. And again, what I learned is that you have to learn how to. So when my business started, I was in the office doing everything myself. Then as it grew, I started appointing other people to do stuff. So you have to know how to work your business from the ground up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm in there putting in that work, and then I move it, pass it down to somebody else. Like the tax business, I teach tax classes now, and I have my own tax software.
Right.
So now, if you're a tax preparer, I get paid off you. You can buy my tax software. I get paid off you for using my tax software. I'm trying to push back from preparing taxes and move on to something else.
I was just about to ask you that.
But I like to build businesses, pass it down, and move on.
Right.
Because that business I passed down, I'm still generating income. Now I can go start something else. I can jump over
Right.
here and do something else.
Do you have your next venture as of yet?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
The
Do
group
you want to
homes-
talk about it?
Yeah, guys, group homes and the veterans, homeless vets, and also I'm working on my rebuilding my curriculum for my entrepreneurship, my financial literacy program, and I'm also building a credit repair team. So I don't want to do. I did credit repair. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm building a team, and I'm teaching them how to do it. Or you could just take the class from me, and I teach you how to open up your own credit repair business. I teach you how to
love
open
that.
up your own tax firm. You know what I mean? People pay you for what you know. So
Yeah,
I was trying
yeah.
to know a lot.
Right,
Yes,
so-
you do.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about using VAs for your credit repair?
What? That's the smartest. What, you work smart and not hard.
I
Let
know.
me tell you.
I know.
How you know about the VAs? I got one on paper right now. $5,000.
I know. I'm asking like, what
And
do
she
you do?
QuickBooks savvy. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And she QuickBooks savvy. Oh, yeah, I love it. I like her.
You like it?
I like her, yeah.
So
I
do
love
you
it.
do
It's
you use
smart.
multiple VAs or just one?
I use
As
one
of
for
right
now.
Okay.
I use one for now, and I'm actually working on giving her more hours.
Okay.
Because this way I can get, and those you work independently, because some say I micromanage, and then some I just want to make sure everything is done right.
Right.
It's hard
You know what
not to.
'Cause I don't want to. My whole thing is I want to give my clients my all.
Yeah.
And that's what's really important to me. You know what I mean? Just to make sure my clients is getting the quality. You know what I mean? Quality of work. I pray over my mind and my hands every morning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I pray that I'm blessed with the ability to help my clients.
Right.
And I believe that that's what helps me. I mean, and they love me. Like I don't get marketing on social media. I get it from word of mouth.
Yeah.
And when I say that, people send me things, they call me like, they were so happy, so now they sending me somebody else. Now they sending me somebody else. Like literally, I word of mouth. Even with this credit repair business I just started, I'm getting clients sent to me by word of mouth.
You're gonna get more business from this. I'll tell you that.
And I just want to reflect on the portion of like when we feel like it's a micromanaged portion, or because it's really not. It's making sure that it's right, because knowing that this is how you repeat,
Exactly.
get more and more clients. And sometimes when you hire somebody, they only know what you're paying them.
Exactly. They don't care. They don't
So
take
they
the
don't
work
really
home.
take it as
they don't
serious.
Take it,
So yeah, sometimes you do. I've felt that before.
Yes.
but I know that's not my intention. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make sure that this thing is as accurate as possible
So you
because
get
we
your
want
money.
these people repeat
customers.
customers. It's everything.
Exactly.
So
It is. I tell them like, you want to get paid, don't you?
yeah.
You want to get paid? Everything.
But the kicker is if they don't get paid, they can move to another job. Like this is your
But see,
company.
I make my
Right.
staff feel like we going to the spa Thursday. I'm treating everybody to the spa.
I need a
I
job.
buy lunch. My staff don't even buy themselves lunch. I buy lunch every time I buy me something. I buy my staff something.
You hiring?
I love it.
I like literally because I like to believe that we're family. Because I believe that if you take care of your people take care of you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So I make sure that we are a family. What's wrong? You need a battery? Let me cash it. A battery.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, I think sometimes it's hard. And if we take care of each other, you're gonna take care of me. Only thing I need you to do is just process this paperwork. You know what I mean? And make sure things okay, and I make sure you're all right.
And I seen that
Together.
firsthand though.
Mhm.
Because the lady that was with, not to cut you off, but I thought that was your sister. I didn't know she worked for you. Like the way they were communicating,
Yeah,
it was like, and then she sat
Yes.
down and started working. And I was like, oh.
Yes, I built a relationship. At the same time, sometimes I know I can be difficult to work for, but I think they know that it's not malice for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just know I be underneath for a lot of stress. Like when I say it's crunch time, I build myself deadlines.
Yeah.
So I try to reach my deadlines all the time.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So do you have like systems in place for your workers?
I do have
Your
systems in
employees?
place. I do have systems in place. That's very important.
Right.
Heck yeah.
You need systems.
Heck yeah.
It gives you consistency and it gives you how can I say checks and balance system.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Checks and balance.
So whenever parent credit, is it like certain structure that they follow with each and every
Yes,
client?
I did a whole workbook.
I love it.
I did a workbook
Wow.
of how we assess the credit.
Right.
I built everything. I built the whole curriculum. I built it. How to assess the credit, how to tell what you need to work on for the client, and then what we give the client to-do lists, and we have bi-weekly meetings to make sure that they're staying on top of what they need to do.
Gotcha.
And they got to sign a contract because a lot of times you give them homework and they don't do what they're supposed to do, but that's on their liability part, not on us.
I love that.
Right.
So we do create checks and balances and just making sure. And then I look over it and then making sure the proper letters is being sent off.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I had one credit specialist. She went in there to learn the letters herself. So she don't need to use the VA. She an asset as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
And I
that's
rent out
important.
office space too. So inside that office space I rent out, I also do networking with everybody too. I rent out office space to, for Rodimus is coming to look at it. They do like drug testing, DNA testing, and I have a home health care company that rents it out for me as well.
Oh wow.
Right. Wow.
Dang. So you got your hands in a lot of things. I love it.
Different streams of income.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we also do renter's license. We do licenses for the city, for the state. Like if you want to become a paratransit,
Okay.
we do licenses. You want to become a home health care company, we do licenses. You want to get a group home, we do license for that. We have license for everything.
Man.
It doesn't stop. I do the Medicare cert, like to sign your company up to get paid through Medicare and Medicaid.
Okay.
We do that. Everything.
Man. Listen, I got to book my own appointment to come
and
see
the-
this.
I guarantee the lady came in today for credit repair, wound up leaving out with a broker, setting up an appointment to get a trust, and credit repair. What else did she get?
Yeah, I got to get up there.
I'm joining.
Like
I would
she only came in. She
Wow.
said, I'm so happy I came in, and she only came in for credit repair.
Wow.
I have this bell that I ring, right? It's his bell. So whenever I ring that bell, that means you just got money. They like, "Now ring the bell." They were like, ring the bell again. It's fun in my office. We ain't that fun.
Yeah.
We like that fun. I ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. I think shout out to Big Billy Niche too. She's from Credit Medics. She used to
Okay.
fix everybody credit in the city, and she sends me a lot of her clients. But she had just filled me because I had got somebody money. She's like, "What do the bell mean?" I'm like, "That mean you got some money." Yes.
So, and the awesome part is your location. You got parking across
Yes.
the street.
On Main Street, yes.
Yeah, so Philadelphia, for those people in the city,
Yes.
they can come see you and they got parking. They ain't got to
Yes.
trip about nothing.
We got parking.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the biggest
Yes, free
important
parking.
things to know that I can sit and actually focus on what you're
Yes,
saying.
free parking. Park
and not
across
worry
the street
about a
in the parking
meter.
lot. Yeah, no, not at all. No meter. And then today I get you lunch too. Yeah, we all get lunch.
Listen.
So for your credit repair, Your price points, is it like you got different price points
I do.
for it?
I do have
Okay.
different price points. I try to stay. I always try to work with my clients no matter what my price points are because
Okay.
we are still are human. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I whether it be a payment plan or whether I knock something off for you, you know what I mean? But we go by rounds. So
Okay.
for the first 3 rounds, you know, it's 600, and then if we need additional rounds, then it goes to I believe 800 for additional after the first 3 rounds because it's all about postage. And then 2, if you don't want it to pay like that, you can also pay your money.
Okay. Okay.
So
I like that.
I leave
I like
options.
that.
I
like
leave
that.
options. I like options.
Yeah.
Right.
You like options, right?
Right, absolutely.
Me too, right?
Yep.
Try to treat those how I want to be treated.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
it. So speaking of payments, we have a segment on here we call "How Do You Pay?" I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question.
Okay.
It'll be multiple choice answers,
Okay.
and I'll give you the multiple choice, and you pick one, and we'll take it from there. Okay?
All right.
Okay. So the question is, you're launching a new office location. You need $15,000 for setup. How do you pay? Is it A, out of pocket, B, company's dime, C, credit line, or D, pay no mind?
Not pay no money. It's for the office. I need an office setup.
Yep.
15,000.
15,000. Out of pocket, I would pay through the company's dime.
Through the company's dime.
Yeah, because if it's an office setup, that's a write-off. You know what I mean?
Okay. So,
So
since
it
we're
makes
speaking
sense.
since we're speaking of dimes now, if your business was one of your businesses or all your businesses were a celebrity, who would they be?
Rockefeller. Number 1, okay? The Rockefellers, okay? It's that other guy, that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Some rich
Oh,
dude.
so why them?
Because their methods of finance I agree with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I
Yep.
actually practice it.
Okay, so did you pick Rockefeller for that and also the trust? I know Rockefeller's big on revocable trusts and
big,
and growing
and
that.
generational wealth and insurance policies
right.
and Rich Dad Poor Dad. You know, the dad that had the job. You know, they thought the dad that had the job was rich, but it was really the dad that was the entrepreneur.
Right.
That it's all about what you know.
Yep.
People
That's
pay
it.
you for what you know. Your jewels.
Yeah. All right.
It's
I like
another
that.
book. What's that other book? You said 3, right? It's okay if you didn't say 3.
I don't remember.
It is
I didn't.
good.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, yeah,
No,
that's
you
good.
killed the question.
Yeah,
You killed the
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Rockefeller was the answer. Yeah. And then
and it caught me off guard. I didn't know what you were gonna say, but I didn't expect Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
listen, I knew that was money.
I used to listen to those books. You want to hear something funny? So when I was in college, right, I used to go around and listen to these affirmations in my ear while I'm getting dressed, brushing my teeth. They used to think I was crazy. And I used to be like, I'm going to be so rich. I'm going to be so wealthy, not rich. They don't use that word. I'm going to be so wealthy where I can be able to take care of the people I love and the people around me.
Right.
I'm going to be, I just spoke affirmation and they thought I was crazy. I was brushing my teeth and, you know, I was real heavy into meditation and meditating my surroundings and my environment. And they actually came to for true. You know what I mean? My business grew. And then I spoke it all into existence. And, you know, they used to think I was crazy, but I was really on something. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I was really on something.
I feel as though to make it happen, you have to speak into, speak
Definitely
into life
speak-
first.
You gotta
Exactly.
believe.
You have to
You
believe
gotta-
it. You have to believe it.
Talk, speak it. Yeah.
When you're
I was
inner
telling people I'm be a
soul.
billionaire. They be like, look at, I don't care what they think. I'm more telling them it's for me. It's more for me, okay?
And that's it.
Like, look, that's it's more for me. Like, that's really important too, to speak into yourself.
So when
Like-
to our audience and entrepreneurs or the people who want to become an entrepreneur or just step out on a win, what would you tell them about just having your type of resilience? Because it seems like no matter what you start, you finish, and you continue to blossom. What advice would you give someone out there that
Just never give up. Never give up. And always believe, I believe in a cutter. If something is meant for you, you're going to have. And there's times where I wanted something so bad. One time I wanted this apartment so bad. So I almost cried because they denied me. Like, literally. And then I had to realize I found something way better. So a lot of things are not meant for you. And we got to learn how to let that go and that's what help you move on. And then, too, we have to also learn from lessons or blessings. You know what I mean? Just because something bad happened, it's something in it. You know what I mean? It's a blessing. It's a jewel in it, and that jewel is your blessing. You know what I mean? And you have to really reflect in order to see it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You won't. Sometimes we get us just being in the flesh. You know what I mean? We like, darn, I really wanted that. Like, and the world is over because you didn't have what you want.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And so as I got older, I started learning, like, you know what? It wasn't for me. So here, let me go over here and try this.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me see, maybe this is for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you'll find your strike. Because even when at the hair salon, I tried to hold on to that hair salon forever. It was no money. I even moved to another hair salon. Working hard, but hair salon working in another hair salon. And I had my stylist in there and everything. And I still think I still got my hair salon. Like, I tried to hold on to that, but when in all actuality, it wasn't meant for me. I'm where I needed to be because, the things that I know and the things that I speak, it just come naturally, effortlessly.
Right.
Like, I really love what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't have to figure it out. You know what I mean? I just know the right. I just know what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just know what works for people. You know what I mean? In my field, in this field. You know what I mean? And what I do, I know how to make things work for people without having to put too much thought to it. Without having long thoughts about it. It just comes to me because this is where I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here was
great
not
answer.
me.
So did you get into the tax business to learn loopholes, or you just seen it like, I can get this and make a lot of money?
I just trying to make some money. I trying to make some money. I trying to get some money. I didn't even like it. But it's crazy because the first couple of years I was doing taxes, I didn't know what I had. I mean, I didn't know what I had. I didn't realize that I really was sitting on something. And so I got my office and I started really reading the publications, reading tax law. Because at the end of the day, it's all about tax law.
Yeah.
Taxes are easy to do. Only thing you're doing is matching the boxes.
Right.
Whatever's in box 1, you put it there. Whatever's in box 2, you put it there. You're just matching boxes.
Right.
But you have to truly know what credit each person is eligible for. Which credit that's going to cut their liability or get them back a refund.
Right.
That's where a true tax accountant comes into play.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is where I'm at.
Your
today.
specialties. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I'm
finding out all
at.
those
I had to
things.
learn. I had to take time to get there. Because before I was just already worried about them numbers going up. That refund. Oh, the number going up. Oh, the number. And then I started like I tell clients, like, if you get paid back money, that means you ain't making no money. After a while, when you start making money, you're not getting no money back. So you kind of don't want to get money back because you want to be successful. Like,
Right.
you want to start making money. So
Yep.
a
Yeah, it's
refund
hard
always it.
when you file and you realize you owe the government. It's like,
But see, if you go to the right tax accountant, you reduce your liability.
Right.
Cause that's what it's about. You know what I mean? It's not about not paying them. It's about if your tax liability come up at $8,000, and if I can find credits to get you down to $500 to $100, then you're winning.
Right. Right.
wash it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're winning. You know what I mean? So at some point you got to look at how do I lessen my liability. That's what I had to start learning in order to work for my clients. How do I lessen their liability?
Right.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I was reading your bio,
Yes.
and at the bottom of your bio, you said something about Black Wall Street.
Yes. So that's what I wanted to create, Black Wall Street.
Okay.
So that's what I call myself doing in my office by bringing in businesses and we network with each other. It's like a Black Wall Street.
Awesome.
So that's what made you start the networking, and you're just trying
Yes.
to build it out.
Yes, Black Wall Street, yes.
So, are you looking for certain types of business or all business?
All businesses. All businesses.
Okay.
It's no certain type, you know what I mean? All businesses. Let's network and let's give ourselves, because corporate America is taken away from that. They have the money.
Yeah.
When the big funds come out, you'd be surprised at how much money they get to corporate America and not small businesses. They're just starting to give back to small businesses. So while they give it to us, let's take it and let's generate income and let's support each other.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Let's put it back into each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the goal. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's pour back into each other.
And become corporate America.
You got it. That's why
like
I'm
that,
that's why
yeah.
I'm a corporation. Yes. And you know what taught me how to be a corporation? Because I worked in medical billing for years.
Okay.
I worked for DaVita, Magellan Union Labor Life Insurance Company, and they always corporation. I always quit on fast. They taught me a lot of how to run a company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just always was the person that picked up fast.
Right. And they major companies too to work for.
Yeah. I worked for them, and I was always at the top, like dealing with the top people and creating spreadsheets, and they always would pull me because I would learn fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Letitia, I do that. Remember nothing I can't do. I do that. Yeah, of course. And then I catch on quick.
Okay.
That's so beautiful.
So, what would you tell someone that want to start a business soon? Like, what would you tell them? What would you tell them their first steps they should take before starting a business?
First, know what you want to get into and love what you do.
Yeah.
Don't get into. You have to really, in order to start a business, because you're going to work for yourself. It's boring. You're not getting paid, in the beginning. So you really have to love what you do. You know what I mean? I really love what I do, and I love my clients. I like the reaction to put on my clients. You have to really love what you do, and then you need to start your LLC. And then too, people think your 9 to 5 is going to help you build your business. So if you have a 9 to 5, keep that 9 to 5 and pour into your entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Right.
That's great advice.
That 9 to 5 is definitely going to fund your business.
Yeah.
And once you fund your business and you get to a certain amount, you can tell the 9 to 5 to kick rocks.
Yeah. It's how you actually invest in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's called investing in yourself. Exactly. And that's what I teach a part of my financial literacy. I kind of teach, a lot of people don't understand the importance of money and what it can do.
Right.
You become dangerous when you understand how your money can work for you. When your money work for you, not you working for your money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And most people, you ain't even had a chance to have a conversation with your money to get it to work. It's already gone.
Yeah, right.
Say, hey.
Then you can put yourself in different situations, like
Give them an example on how to make their money work for them.
far as invest in something that you, like I said, you let it do, and you let that money grow. You don't touch it, and you let it grow. You let it stay. It's all about a flip. It's all about a flip. You know what I mean? I believe in, I'm going to say it again, the product changed, but not the game. You take the same principle as, that loyalty, that dedication that you would put into anything, the streets, anything negative, you put it into something lawful and watch it grow. It's different. It's a different kind of money.
Right.
Definitely a different kind of money.
So I'm gonna stop you there because you don't want to give away too many secrets, right? You gotta plug yourself in. Let them know where they can find you at.
So you can find me on Main Street, 3901 Building B, Main Street. Phone number is 215-303-7425. Give us a call. Me and Ms. Robin would love to help you guys. Whatever it is, if you just have a question, feel free to call me.
Yeah, and I want to thank you for being on the show.
Yes, thank you
This
guys
has
for
been
having me.
so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yes,
This
yes.
is great.
Yeah.
You
Ring
dropped.
the bell. Ring the bell.
Oh,
I wish I had one. You dropped so many gems. It's ridiculous. Oh my
Watch
God.
out, I'm thinking some more when I leave. Like, I should have told him this.
you're more than welcome back. You are more than welcome
And the
back.
thing is, from listening to you talk, I know you have so much more you can say to get off your chest and help just the world.
Yes.
And people understand more about financial literacy
Yes,
and,
it's
and
important.
things about investing and
Yes,
the
it's
importance
important.
of investing
Yes,
and things
it
like
is.
that.
Yes, it is. Like I said, it's important. Let your money work for you.
Makes perfect sense.
That's it.
That's it. This has been the Shrewd Operators Podcast. I'm Sal.
I'm T.
Your boy Ron.
See money.
Let's get it.
You making shrewd business moves, shrewd in judgment too. Shrewd market in a stew. Don't ever get me chopped and screwed. You can't lose. Our podcast definitely shrewd. Each and every week